Blackstone Audio presents Say Nice Things About Detroit by Scott Lasser. For Pam. You think of Detroit in the modern period as a huge, vast African-American ghetto. It's like New Orleans after the flood. Detroit has been through all this, and they didn't even have a natural disaster. It just got washed over by America. John Sinclair. I don't mean to be sarcastic, but there just isn't anyone left to kill. Stanley Christmas, Detroit mayoral candidate, on the 14% drop in the murder rate. 2006. 1. They fled. Tom Phillips to Orlando, Brady Johnson to Dallas, Jeff Lombardo to Chicago, Tim Forrester to L.A. David couldn't think of a single friend from high school who still lived in Detroit, or anywhere near it. David himself had moved to Denver, but now he was back. It was the very first morning of his return that he noticed the photos, a light-skinned black man and a blonde woman, side by side in the Free Press, front page and above the fold. Recognition came slowly, then suddenly. He took the paper and sat down to study it. 3 nights ago, these two had been gunned down in an E-Class Mercedes just north of Greektown, a dozen shots fired at close range. The paper identified the male victim, Dirk Burton, as a retired FBI agent. The woman was Natalie Brooks. The paper speculated on what they were doing in a place and car like that, on whether the killing was racial, which was doubted by a police source who said violence against interracial couples tended not to happen in black neighborhoods. Perhaps the cops didn't know yet they were brother and sister. David dated Natalie in high school, a 2-year affair that fell apart when they went to different colleges. Natalie was the serious love of his youth, maybe his life, unforgettable still. Evans was the family name. David recalled when as a teenager he pulled his Chevy into the Evanses' driveway and parked behind a large black Mercedes with fat wheels and tinted windows. Natalie walked out of the house with a black man, tall and broad-shouldered. He moved with an athlete's swagger. "This is my brother Dirk," Natalie said. David had known Natalie since she was 14, and there'd never been mention of a brother, black or otherwise. The Evans sisters were blonde. They would have been considered fair in Sweden. In the milky summer light, on the edge of adulthood, David sensed that there was an awful lot going on in the world he had no idea about. He learned that Natalie...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?